Hello, good morning, and welcome. This is Fishing 299 with Agirl. I am so glad you can join me this morning. Um, so I lied about waiting to get to 97 with you guys. Um, I was fishing Friday afternoon, and I don't know, I got up to get a snack or something, and I came back and I don't know, I got distracted or something, and so the game had kicked me out. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I logged back in. I started fishing again, and I saw the experience bar go up, and it was at the bottom. I was like, wait a second, why is my experience bar at the bottom? I was really close to 97. Yeah, well, turns out I had gotten 97 when I walked away to get a snack. So I couldn't even celebrate really getting 97, unfortunately. Uh, but yeah, we're on 97 right now. I'm very close to 98. I'm sure I'll get that in the next couple of days, and then we'll be on our way to 99, which is super exciting. Um, and I guess getting 97 away from you guys, gosh, I must have earned a million experience this week. I think that's the most I've ever played RuneScape at like one time, since my mom was always yelling at me as a kid to go outside and play. I could not sit on the computer for hours playing RuneScape. Um, so, yeah, certainly. What's this yak track stuff? Oh, all right. Um, certainly is a good thing to get most of the experience away from you guys. I might get 98 without you guys, but I will get 99 on screen because like I said, I've been waiting 15 years for this and I am going to record it, darn it. um over the weekend I did a lot of fishing. It's mostly all I did. Um and I also did a little doodle. Um, I'll have to post it on my page somehow, or you guys can head on over to my YouTube channel, and that's the drawing I did is the tagline header, the image you see before you click on the video, whatever that's called. That's what I did the doodle for. And I made Bubbles our unofficial mascot here. So I guess he'll be hanging with us for a while until I find another skilling pet. But yeah, I am super excited to be even closer to 90. I was kind of thinking about which 99 to go for next because I'm sure everyone greatly enjoys watching me fish the same spot over and over again. Um, Magic could be fun. That was one of the first 99s I really wanted to get until I realized how much money it cost. But once again, I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to fighting on this game because I don't want to die and lose everything. Um, I know now I can save everything pretty much. You just gotta pay a pretty penny for it, which is fine. Um, so maybe Magic will be next. That'll be more exciting because I'll be screaming a lot more than I am while calmly fishing. I excuse me. I think woodcutting is a good option too, mostly because it's already 82. So that would be a quick 99 to get. I say quick, you know, 2-3 weeks. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Magic will be next for a more exciting time. Let's see here. Let's see if I can't get lemon time over here to be entertaining with me for a little bit. I'm not sure if they're maxed out or not. I guess I could have looked that up. So let's see. Last night, no, for the past 3 nights, it's been one of those sleepless nights because I don't even know how, don't know why. It's the worst. I got hives, and so it's just been itchy and painful for the past 3 days. And you would think it would get better, and it's just like stayed the same. So maybe that's an indication I should go to the doctor. But yeah, definitely have not slept great the past 3 days, and am a zombie for sure. I always like the Christmas cracker. I always get there like not in time. So so you don't know the Christmas cracker. I don't even know when it came about. A couple years ago. I always just make things a shorter timeline than what they actually are. um, but the Christmas cracker is something when you're skilling and you can gain these little like pieces of paper, uh, or paper, whatever, and then there's a giant like popper thing, which I guess they're called Christmas crackers, and you can add all these papers to it and build it, and then once it gets to 100%, you can click on it, and ooh, you get so many prizes. I think I've only gotten it once where it's been 100% and like a million people have, not a million, a lot of people have contributed to it. So I got a lot of good prizes, but yeah, I can never time it right. I always get there when it's like back at 20%. I'm like, ah, man, that sucks. But then, yeah, like even if you contribute, you still have to be there to click on it when it gets to 100%. So maybe this year I'll be on a little bit more and I can get that cracker more and all those prizes. That'd be nice. Just a reminder, this is streaming on a budget. So I am on my clunky laptop that it probably does not look the best. Um, perhaps that's why fishing is the best right now because I wouldn't lag out every 5 seconds, like I would if I was doing magic. Oh God, I would. I definitely train a strategy. And I only have one screen, so if anyone's chatting in the comments, I won't always see you. But, if you're on RuneScape, feel free to send me a message. Agirl, that's my RuneScape name. All my other streaming, YouTube, Twitch, all those other names are Highhand or Highhand Skystrider. So yeah, so always send me a message. Totally love to talk to new people. If you want to join me fishing on World 116, I will be here Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. or as close to 7 a.m. as I can get. Like I said, didn't sleep great. So on the days when I don't sleep well, I tend to roll out of bed a little bit later, especially since I don't have to be in the office at a designated time. It makes it easier to do the stream kind of whenever. All right, sorry, just double checking on my brother. Damn, that sucks. I'm yeah. Once you have kids, that's hard. Um, that's why I'm gonna wait until I'm dead. I kids is a huge just yeah, huge responsibility. I can't fathom that right now. I am very much an animal lover, so I will get a dog or cat before I have a kid. Um, and also, just man, kids have a lot. Kids cost a lot of money. Not to say that pets don't. The first dog I ever had, and the only one I've ever had, got diabetes, so that was expensive to you know keep him for, I don't know, I guess I was like the last 3 or 4 years of his life he had diabetes. um no, but we love that dog. I always feel bad for dogs who people get rid of them because they get old and they get sick, and people, I understand if you can't pay for it, but like God, you're giving away your family member. There are some organizations out there that will help pay for vet medical bills. I can't think of any off the top of my head. But yeah, oh gosh, don't get rid of your pets, please. They're family. Um, at least to me, pets are family. I know some people, you know, they're there. But yeah, gosh, kids is uh every time I think about having kids, I think about how I am still such a kid myself. And that's why it won't, I really cannot believe the people who have kids so young, because I'm like, wow, you must be so mature. Because I'm still such a kid myself. I love playing video games, which I mean, whatever, who doesn't? That'll be, I'll play video games until I'm dead, for real. That's not gonna go away. But like, man, I still kind of suck at taking care of myself. So having a kid sounds like a really bad idea. But that's why I get to mooch off of my brother and love on my niece. So I love that sweet little baby forever and ever, to the world and to the stars and back, to the world and back. We're here. We're in. We're in the world. Um, Gosh, I mean, I guess it's nice because, like, I wake up and I'm so excited because I know there's a little person in the world that I love, and she doesn't know that I exist yet, but that's okay because I love her and I would do anything for her. Um, but I can't wait for the day when she gets old enough and she can come out and visit me, and we'll have fun and go on hikes or whatever, wherever I am. One day, one day I'd love to live by the ocean, and then we could surf. I That would be so fun. Uh, One day, I I greatly prefer the ocean over the mountains, or I should say water, but the ocean, because it goes on forever. There's no end to it, right? Um, and I tried surfing once, and it was so fun, and I loved it so much. And so I thought, since living in Colorado, I tried skiing once a long time ago, hurt myself. I absolutely hate skiing with a passion. Um, but since my fiance skis and he loves it, I decided that I would try snowboarding, because I was like, well, that's like pretty close to surfing, right? You're just on the snow, um, snowboarding. way more painful than surfing. A lot more concussions or semi-concussions. I've definitely smacked my head like one too many times because what's it called? You catch an edge. So if you don't, whatever, if you don't board right, if you don't get up on the sides correctly, or even if you just catch a little like bump in the snow, you will go flying. um, and so yeah, still not a fan of skiing or snowboarding. But I do it because my fiance skis, and if I don't snowboard with him, he's gone like every weekend in the winter time, except for now because of COVID. But all the other years that I've known him, be gone for the winter time, and I wouldn't see him until spring, basically. Even then, like the mountains are still getting snow in spring, or there's no melt until early summer, early to midsummer. So in order to see my fiance, I decided to pick up snowboarding, which is, yeah, like it's fun. I like it to a degree, but it's not my favorite thing. The culture, my God, I can't. This it just that's all it does. It makes me sigh and groan to think about the ski culture out in Colorado. Everyone is such a freaking prick, okay? Let me tell you, everyone is such a freaking stuck up prick about skiing out here. If you're a skier, that mountain is yours and not a snowboarder's. I, that's what I hear. And even like I just learned how to snowboard last year, and there's these little groups of kids whizzing by me on their skis, right? And I will never forget this. And if I had been good at snowboarding, man, I would have gone down the hill and decked that kid upside the head. He see, that also says a lot about me as to why I should not have kids right now. So I was learning, whatever. I was getting close to the slope end. I don't even know what the technical term for that is. But I fell, whatever. It was, at least I remember it was like a nice fall. Most of my falls are very painful. But that one was nice. But I was tired because I had just gone down the mountain as a beginner does. So using a lot of energy. And so I fell and I was just kind of sat there. I sat up. I always, of course, it was a pretty big area. It wasn't coming out of like a funnel or anything. But I always try to scoot to the side if people need room. But it was pretty open, so I just kind of sat where I was because it seemed safer than trying to move somewhere. And this little group of ski kids, they were pretty short, so I was probably going to say 8, 9 years old. And this little boy comes to me and said in the middle, oh my God, I wanted to just fucking deck him. Sorry, pardon the language. It upsets me so much that, even the little kids are pricks about it. Not just the adults teach their kids to be pricks about snowboarders. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm pretty sure if I was a skier and I had been sitting there, that kid wouldn't have said anything. I absolutely, I despise the ski culture out here because it's stupid how picky people are about who goes on their mountain. They don't even own it. God, we all pay for a ski pass. The mountain is owned by the ski company. So, it being a prick, get off your goddamn high horse. If you're in Colorado, watching this, I severely hope you are not one of those pricks. I snowboard. Sorry about that. Um, so yeah, I get this. I think, man, I don't know. I think after like another year, COVID, I said this is going to be my last year boarding, but COVID kind of botched that, so to say, because I have not been to the mountain yet. um, whereas last year I'd already been 2 times, I think. I just looked at some stats from last year from what I had posted on Facebook. But I was gonna say, this is my last year. I'm done after this. I'll only go like once, so I'm not gonna buy a ski pass. And also, just yeah, astronomically expensive. So most of the people who ski are rich bastards anyway, and that's probably why they're mainly pricks, especially to snowboarders. um, but yeah, so COVID kind of ruined my last year of snowboarding. So I guess I'll do another year next year and be done. Because, like I said, the culture is atrocious. I it absolutely boggles my mind why people are just so terrible about a very privileged sport. What the heck? Okay. Well, I guess we're just doing this because I don't see any net spots around here. Weird. That's fine. I guess I'll go over here. Um, but yeah, like I think if the culture was better, I would enjoy it more because every time I go on the slopes, I feel very. This sounds so silly, honestly, because it is such a privilege to be able to go up on that mountain. Like, man, growing up, like skiing, nah, that was for the rich people. In Colorado, it's a little bit more accessible, but still, it's like you are rich to go skiing. Um, yeah, every time I go up onto the mountain, there's just so much stigma about snowboarders, which I'm just like, really, man, can you take a chill pill? Yeah. Skiers are the snooty, privileged people that have their pinkies out when they drink tea, and then snowboarders are all the people who do drugs. Basically, what I've learned. Um, I would like to say, though, I have never done drugs, besides those that are prescribed to me, but whatever. Or Advil when I get headaches, whatever. But like, what are they called? Recreational drugs? Yeah. I'd rather spend my money on video games, which look, I am. So yeah, the stigma around snowboarders is what really hurts. And like getting all those looks about, people thinking, oh, she's probably just another druggie. Like, no, I'm really not. It is. I can't say I've really met any super swell people on the slopes because, like I said, everyone's a prick. The snowboarders that are just always high, the ski people always have their head up their ass. I feel like when I'm on the slope, I'm the only one down to earth because I really suck. So I am always on the earth. But yeah, like that's what a shame that people have to bring others down in a very privatized, I would say, industry. Like, Joe Schmo wasn't coming on the slope. Um, cool. I don't really get those yak track things. I'll have to look at it later. But yeah, Joe Schmo isn't coming on the slope. Like, it's, people are paying for these passes. There, people either have the equipment, have bought it, or they're renting. And renting is very expensive too. Um, I've I've bargain shopped for my board. It took a little bit, but eventually found one for pretty cheap. It's kind of funny because this year I see a bunch of boards that are going for sale. And normally these boards I would say would be at least $50 and up. Actually, probably closer to 100. I usually see boards for 100, even if they're just the board and no bindings. Um, but I've seen boards going for like $30 to $50. And maybe they're not in great shape, but they all look pretty decent to me. So maybe, they're like not I don't know, not as popular. I mean, of course not. It sounds popular right now. So no one's really buying boards. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's costly to snowboard or ski. Either or doesn't matter. Um, so I just I wish people would be way cooler on the slopes, and then maybe I would be more willing to continue. But yeah, when people are just dicks about it, it makes you want to quit, like I want to. um, and I'm not great, like I said, so it just makes it even more awful. But whatever. Oh darn it, man, come on. Goodness gracious. Um, yeah, I really wish it was a better environment. It sounds so silly. It's one because I've like definitely put myself into it. I can definitely get out of it, which is what I want to do. But yeah, people are just so far up on their high horse they can't look down anymore, or they can't get off. So sorry about ranting for being on the ski slope for for a majority of the time. Pardon me. Uh, it's that's one of those things I feel very strongly about. Like, if you're going to be privileged and to be in a place where there's beginners like falling down every 5 seconds, and also experts who go up to the black diamonds and will, jump through the trees and cool shit like that. Like, people seem to forget that you have to come back down, and the only way to get down is on the green slopes, the easy slopes, and that's where the beginners are. Like, chill, man. Like, I would. I guess I could say it would be okay if you were upset if you saw a beginner on the black diamonds, which is the super hard stuff, and they like were just sliding down the mountain. Sure, because that stuff up there I know is very narrow, so I can understand you being upset up there if a beginner was in your way. Um, However, to that I say everyone has to start somewhere. Um, really, I wish people would keep that in mind. Like, I'm sure some people are naturals and prodigies and just got up on skis or snowboard and they just and they just moved up one tier after another within weeks. Um, because, they either grew up on the mountains or they're just that naturally gifted. But I just, yeah. Moral of the story, we all have to start from somewhere. We're all beginners at one point. We all fall on our butts. Um, really, a lot, especially as a snowboarder. We all fall on our butts. I just wish that kind of goes for anything. Like, I really wish people would remember that we all start from somewhere. Even in gaming, like the people who are high tier, or like super high level in certain games, like, yo, you don't gotta be a dick. Seriously, get off your high horse. We all started at level 1. Okay, and we're all just leveling up at the same time. Some people have more time to put into it than others. Um, just like with any skill, just like snowboarding and skiing. Some people grow up on the mountain, and so they get like a ski pass free because they live there or whatever. And so they can just ski every day after school. Like, I just, please remember, we all start from zero, from level 1. Um, that's, yeah. That, I remember, I think it was back in high school or the start of college when League of Legends was big. I really don't remember. It's been a hot second. And I wasn't super interested, but I was like, you know what? I'll try it. Why the heck not? And so I hopped on, and day 1, first little round did, and like I did the practice rounds beforehand, and I was like, oh, okay, I think I got it. Like, I'll just hop into a real server, which was just like a group of people versus computers, because I was like, no, I'm not ready to go all out with a bunch of people. Like, I just want like one human team versus computers, so that way I can learn more from other people. And oh my god, I I got so much hate on my first day playing League of Legends with my first group of people. And they're like, what the frick are you doing? Like, you're not doing that right. And I'm like, bro, I just started. Give me a break. So yeah, I have not played League of Legends since, and I never will, because people are apparently extreme dicks on that game. RuneScape, I see some pretty high level dicks, but I always try to counteract that by, helping people when they ask for help, instead of being like, go get a job, So yeah, I just really want to push home that point that everyone starts from somewhere. You don't have to be a dick all the time once you get high and mighty, because it just makes you look really bad. And it teaches others, younger people or lower levels, which are typically younger people, that you should act that way once you get to a high level, because that's how cool people do. Yeah, and I think that's the problem with like skiing and snowboarding, is because those little kids who have lessons every day or every season, or who, live at the base of the mountain basically, like, those are the privileged rich kids who have, typically, I shouldn't say always, typically, they have privileged rich parents, and the cycle just is a tumble down effect. The parents are assholes, to littler people or people who aren't as experienced. And then that teaches their kids that they should be assholes to people who are inferior. Please don't. The world is hard enough. Please be good to everyone. As good as you can. I'm not saying give away all your money. I'm just saying be kind, you know. I know some days are really hard. I have those days where I just kind of hate everyone, especially now. There's stuff going on, and I just really hate everyone right now. So it helps me to stream. Um, just play games before I go to work, and it makes the day a little bit better. But yeah, just put more kindness out into the world rather than dickishness. It's it'd make the world a better place if everyone was, you know, just a smidge nicer, thought more about what they said and did. I am not, I'm at fault. I do bad stuff too sometimes. I'm human. I accept that. It's fine. But when you think about it, always, if you can, go for the kinder approach. I know some people that's impossible because they're just too evil to give kindness to. But yeah, just put a little bit of niceness into the world today. Wow, that ran together. Put a little bit of niceness into the world today. I really, gosh, like I said, snowboarding is fun. But I just, I want to quit because people are freaking pricks. And I don't want to be in that kind of culture. I'd rather play games than be on the mountain because at least people aren't that dickish in games. Um, well, okay, I've gone over time being up on my soapbox here about being kind and stuff like that. So I'm gonna end here. I would just like to say thank you for watching. Yeah, so Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. as best I can most days. Tuesday and Wednesday might be a miss or a later stream time because I have some training to do for work. Sorry. I thought my friend was coming to join, so I was gonna see if they were there. But yeah, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Maybe this Tuesday and Wednesday it will be later. I'll see. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Put a little joy and kindness into the world. It'll make everything just a little bit better, a little bit brighter for everyone involved. And thanks for tuning in. We are a little closer to 98 fishing. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll get there if I fish this afternoon. So thanks everyone. I will catch you later. Bye.